Hi there, I'm back from Montreal and I had a fabulous time. Montreal's a great city, it's full of life, especially in the summer. I guess in the winter it's a little colder. And this event, the Polyglot Festival or the Language Festival, was full of so many people interested in languages, very supportive of each other, just basking in a glow of friendliness, and I had a fabulous time. Very glad I went, and I will definitely go to the one. Hopefully it'll be in Montreal again next year, North American Polyglot Symposium, and it's not just for hyper polyglots, although there were a lot of people there from, I don't know, age 15 to 70 who spoke 4, 5, 6 languages. But even if you are interested in learning one language, I really recommend you go. We're going to post a link to my talk. The video, it's a bit long. You may not want to listen through all of it. And I basically talked about what I call it, do you need to speak to be a polyglot? And I stressed the importance of allowing people to define how they want to engage with the language. Those who want to speak, those who want to listen and read, maybe delay speaking. But I did make the point that in order to achieve a significant level, which I would consider B2 on the European framework scale, you need rich input. That rich input leads to rich output. And I showed some of the examples of the resources that are there to make this possible. And I was thinking about, what makes LingQ unique, because there are many systems for language learning. And I'm sort of been struggling to find a simple explanation of what's unique about LingQ. And we had a discussion in our office, and I asked our 3 LingQ Academy members what their opinions were, and I also gave my view. So you can have a look at this video that my granddaughter Annie filmed, where we discuss what makes LingQ unique. What makes LingQ different from other language learning systems? So please have a look. And the theme that we discussed, and I'm not going to tell you what the conclusion was or what we came up with, but it's something that I think is going to be part of LingQ as we explain LingQ going forward. And the other thing I should mention quickly is, however good LingQ is for those who understand it, it's not very good for those who don't understand it. And therefore, the process of developing this new version of LingQ, which we call the beta, we're coming to a point where we can put something up for everyone to use, and I can tell you that I'm very excited about it. But again, it'll be up to you, all of you, to try it out and see. So the question is, what's unique to LingQ? I was asked, and I have my ideas on it. Should I give my ideas first, or should we get others? But you go ahead first.
I haven't seen this kind of structure before. It gives you the basic principles how a baby would learn a language from a building block to building block, but it gives you support with links to somehow gather all the information together.
Usually other app or website gave us some kind of subject or paragraph or words, anything that we have to learn. But if I'm not interested in that subject or something, then it's really easy to just give up.
In different language, usually we learn from words over grammar, and then we connect each other and then start reading. But in LingQ, we started from reading articles, so we feel the language first and then go back to understand the beginning part.
And it relates to what you were saying. And to me, the difference between, for example, there was a guy there called Benny the Irish Polyglot. He's come out with a new series of starter books, which are quite good. I think they're quite good. I told him, I said I think they're good. They're pleasing, attractive, and there are lots of starter books out there. There's lots of systems out there. That what distinguishes LingQ is that with LingQ there's no limit. Like, we actually go to fluency. it is possible to take LingQ, just LingQ, and go as far as you want, all the way to fluency. You can't do that with, if you buy a book from Teach Yourself or some other system, Rosetta Stone, it doesn't take you all the way to fluency. LingQ takes you all the way to fluency.
Really, those other systems don't take you close.
They don't even take you close. They get you started.
They get you started.
So basically, there are lots of people doing that first spurt to get you started. Most people never get past that. Most people stop either early, maybe most people never ever open the book when they bought it. Maybe, I don't know, but most of them stop. And even if they do the book, and of course the book always says complete Korean. If you do this little book, now you'll have mastered Korean, which is completely wrong. You are barely a beginner at the end of that book. You are barely a beginner. And fluency to me is, if we look at the European scale, there's 6 levels. It's like the 4th level. It's B2. It's a high intermediate. When you are a high intermediate, you can call yourself fluent, and then you can continue to develop as much as you want. So I think if someone asked me to, like I didn't, Tetsu, the organizer, he asked me, so what's unique about LingQ? And I really didn't have an answer. And then I thought about it, and it's the fact that we go all the way to fluency. And in fact, I think most people who are doing LingQ properly want to get to fluency. They don't want just to say, hello, how are you? Look at me, I can speak Spanish. Those are not the people who are going to stay with LingQ. The people who are going to stay with LingQ are the ones that actually want to get to fluency. And with LingQ, because we use authentic, interesting material, because we encourage people to learn from the language itself, all of those to learn, therefore, how children learn their first language by hearing it and by reading it, and because we have, you can bring in whatever you want to learn from, bring in things of interest, you can just keep going forever. So to me, I just thought maybe that should be our slogan, all the way to fluency. I was thinking that and I've sketched it out now, I should write a book, all the way to fluency. How do you get all the way to fluency? And maybe we do all the way to fluency in French, all the way to fluency in Spanish, and so forth. But to me, that's what LingQ is, all the way to fluency. And you hear the sort of artificial dialogues in those books where everybody speaks very clearly, and so that's all you can do. When you get out in the real life, in the real world, people don't speak like that. But you're right, too, about pushing people to get out of the sort of beginner artificial language content. So I was just thinking again of my CrossFit, where they push you. When you come, you're in the sort of base camp, then you go to this next level and the next level. And maybe we should have more sort of events that push people to, maybe we should have more like weekly, who has the highest activity index and who has graduated from the beginner level content into authentic content. More of that stuff where people are encouraging each other, pushing each other, because at some level everybody would like to be fluent. But then I didn't quite understand it all. I have to listen to this lesson again, and this is too difficult. And maybe we should have some kind of activities that get people to push themselves further. Because the goal, I think, for anyone who comes to LingQ should be fluency. That's what people should be striving for.